everyone, today we are doing another scrapbook page, and I have the page already laid out, and this piece of paper came from Doodling Around from DCWZ, and I cut the flowers so that the picture could tuck underneath on both ends, and now what I want to do is make my own flower to put on top of one of these other flowers to give it dimension. So, I've got my gypsy hooked up, and I've got two sets of flowers. One is from Accent Essentials, which is at the top. Let's see if I can make that bigger for you. And then the one at the bottom is from the Plantain School book. So I have them in 3 different sizes, and we're gonna go ahead and cut those out. Okay, now that I have my flowers cut out, I'm going to stamp them so they look kind of vintage, and I'm using a letter stamp with vintage words on it. I'm not sure what it says, but it's from Close to My Heart, and it's a background stamp. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be stamped. It's actually the petals of the flower that it needs to be on mostly, so I'm not worrying about it too much that I'm not getting it on the middle. Usually it would drive me crazy. Okay, I really like the way these look. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I need to keep the right shapes together. And then we're going to take a pencil, and we're just going to, first things first, we're going to take this pair of scissors, and we're just going to slit the petals just a little bit further on all of them. Okay, once we have the flowers cut out, we're just going to curl the petals in. You could use a pencil, you could use a paper piercer, you can use a pair of scissors, whatever you choose to use. Depending on how big the flower is, should depend on how tightly you need to curl them in. Actually, I've had more luck with just using my fingers, but another way to be able to do it easier is to Mod Podge and let them dry first, and then they will be harder material, so they'll curl easier, if that makes any kind of sense. Okay, we have one more to do for this flower, and I'm actually going to curl this one in just a tiny bit because it's going to go in the middle. Okay, once that's in there, then you can punch it in the middle and use it, which I love to use my Big Bite for this because it punches through tons of layers and it always goes exactly where I want it to. So we're going to punch a hole in there, and then we're going to find a pretty brad. Okay, then once we have the hole punched, we'll put the brad in here and separate the back. I heard that there's a tool now that separates the back for you, so you don't have to do it with your fingers and beat up your fingers, but I'll just keep doing it. Then kind of arrange the flower how you want so it looks exactly how you want for your page, and then my suggestion is to pop dot it like everything else. Okay. Then I'm going to put it in place of that flower right there, and then that's our page. So that's how to make your own grunge flower. Thanks for watching.